So good morning, 7th graders. Today we will continue with our session on TIC 7.3b, which is to add, subtract, multiply, and divide rational numbers. So we're going to compute rational numbers, okay? So let's take a look at question number 1 on page 48. The question says, Philip had $674.31 in his student lunch account at the beginning of the school year. By the end of the school year, he had spent $782.75 on lunches. What was the balance in Philip's lunch account at the end of the school year? So I have gone ahead and underlined some keywords, okay, and numbers. First of all, let's look at what the question is asking. It's asking for the balance in his account, in his lunch account at the end of the school year. So go ahead and underline those keywords. And also let's look at some other keywords. He had $674.31. So circle that number. That's an important number. He also spent $782.75. So go ahead and circle that number. Okay. So let's see how we can go ahead and solve the problem. Okay. So Philip's beginning lunch account is $674.31. So his ending balance is $782.75. So I'm going to represent this visually. Okay, so let's say Philip had this amount to spend. He had this amount, $674.31 to spend. However, at the end of the school year, he spent more than he had. He spent an additional amount totaling $782.75. Okay, so they want to know what the balance was. Okay, so this is what he had and this is what he spent. So the balance will be the difference between these two numbers. Okay, Philip actually spent more than he had. So I'm going to write that down. Spent more than he had. Okay. In order for me to find the balance in Philip's account, at the end of the school year, I would have to find the difference. So the additional amount between here and here is the difference. I'm going to subtract this amount from that amount. So it's going to be 674.31 minus 782.75. Okay, so guys, my docu-camera doesn't work, so I'm using my phone to record, so you guys just bear with us. Hopefully by next week, the docu-camera should work. So remember, when we're subtracting a big number from a smaller number, it's going to fall on the negative side of the number line. Okay, so you guys will subtract like normal subtraction. Okay, so it's going to be 782.75 minus 674.31. Okay, 5 minus 1 is 4, 7 minus 3 is 4, 2 minus 4 we cancel, we borrow 1, and this becomes 7. 12 minus 4 is 8. 7 minus 7 is 0. 7 minus 6 is 1. Okay, so because we're subtracting the bigger number from the smaller number, it's going to be negative. Remember, if one number is positive and the other number is negative, we subtract and take the sign of the bigger number. So the bigger number is 782 and 75 hundredths, and the sign next to it is negative. So it's going to be negative $184.44. So that is how much he owes, because he spent more than he actually had. Sorry, he spent more than he actually had. So therefore, he actually went into debt. So therefore, he may owe this amount. Okay, so we will shade this on the grid. It's going to be negative 108 and 44 cents. Okay, so we're going to shade negative 1 0 8 and 44. So students, at this time, pause, and before we go to the next question, you guys are going to turn and talk to your neighbors. So the person sitting on the left hand side of you will take 30 seconds and explain to the person sitting on the right hand side what I just did, the steps I took to solve the problem. The person sitting on, when you're done, the person sitting on the right hand side of you will explain to the person sitting on the left hand side the steps I took to solve the problem. Just to recap, remember that we were subtracting. He actually had this, but he spent more than he actually had. And in order to find the balance in his account, we subtracted. We wanted to find how much he had, the balance that was remaining. Okay, so we subtracted these two, and we got this.